We chose the name Maladies and Medicines for our book because in the early modern period many illnesses were called maladies.
And indeed at the time a popular proverb even stated, much meat, much malady, because it was well known that a balanced diet was essential for health. The subtitle is Exploring Health and Healing because that's exactly what the book does. It examines the way people try to heal from 22 of the most common diseases.
But before we get to the individual diseases themselves, the book has a long introduction explaining contemporary attitudes towards the body in this era.
If people at this time did feel unwell, the first thing they were likely to try would be a homemade cure, made from everyday ingredients in a room such as this, and this was known as kitchen physic.
Men and women in this era kept and shared recipes for medicines that they found useful, in collections they called recipe books. Susan Tully, Lady Hoare's recipe book, includes numerous remedies for things like runny eyes and a pain in the side.
And indeed we were quite surprised just how often earthworms formed part of a cure.
Alongside kitchen physic and help from the home, people would employ a whole range of medical practitioners, from physicians to apothecaries and surgeons, but also unlicensed practitioners and a whole range of people collectively known as quacks.
The first thing that a physician would want to do would be to establish the humoral balance or constitution of the patient in front of them.
They might even examine the patient's urine, looking at its colour, sediments that might form in it, thinking about its smell, but they might also even taste it, dipping a finger in and letting it drip on the tongue. Remedies in this era could be quite conservative, including cordials and mild laxatives. There were also a range of pills, potions and distillations made up by apothecaries, usually to an individual prescription.
Doctors might even let blood from a patient's arm or their ankle, depending on what the outcome they wanted was.
If this has piqued your interest in health and disease in the past,
we hope you'll enjoy Maladies and Medicine, Exploring Health and Healing, 1540 to 1740.